Well, good pleasant morning, everyone. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. Diana is along with me here on historic Route 66. And as promised in the end of our last video, we are going to do Peggy Sue's 50s Diner, a beautiful jukebox front entrance here. We're gonna grab breakfast here, check out the gift store, and then get back on old Route 66. So come on with us today, guys. Have a lot of traveling to do in California. Yeah, there's Route 66 right there. There's a military base across the street unloading some tanks. Don't know if we're planning on something here or what's going on. Maybe they just store them all here. They rolled them in on a train last night and now they're picking them up by the crane. But anyway, here is the original Peggy Sue's sign with the music notes on it. It's a nifty 50s diner, pizza parlor, military base delivery. So I guess they go across and deliver over there. But now we're gonna go inside and get some grub and check out the gift store. Look at this theming. I love it. It just needs some neon around the jukebox there. It says, if the door's unlocked, we're open. Get in here. Get in here, Diana. All right. There's a lady there. She says, the joy is in the journey, not the destination. Well said, Lynn. Well said. I like that a lot. She got a burger and a milkshake. Yeah. Love it.
Milkshakes here?
Oh yeah, this is a 50s diner, definitely. Whoa, there's Betty Boop under the marquee. Welcome to Peggy Sue's. Wow, it's great. Look at all the Wizard of Oz stuff in the case. I don't know what that connection is. Look, there's an apple. There's an apple right there. We got one of those apples. How you doing, guys?
Good, how you doing?
Awesome.
What the?
I love it. We got a server here that says seat yourselves. Here's one of their diners. They actually have 3 different rooms of dining. A delicious sundae and not Zoltar, but the king. The king will tell your fortune in that ball right there. What do you think? Should we go in the gift store or eat? I don't know.
We should eat first.
We're gonna eat first and then we're gonna go in the 5 and dime store, a gigantic souvenir shop over here. But yeah, we're gonna go see it ourselves. Miss Betty Boop, thank you. Let's go see if we can get a table in here. All right, the front area over there was all full, no seats, so we're in the second dining area in a booth here, actually. And look, the menus are pink. They're like 50s pink. I love it. That is really classy. I don't know about Diana, but I'm doing breakfast. Are you doing breakfast?
Yes.
Doing breakfast.
And for you, sir?
I am going to have the bacon with 2 scrambled with hash browns and a biscuit and gravy.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
I will be back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Their outfits with the turquoise and pink on them. They got a lot of movie star stuff in here. There's Elvis in this room. Lots of Marilyn Monroe stuff. And here's the third build. Oh my gosh, they got pies. Sorry. I think we are going to have a pie today because we don't get pie too often on the road. So just having one slice of, oh, they have strawberry rhubarb today. I love rhubarb pie. Yeah, this room is very pink. There's an old jukebox in the back over there. And then after we get done, we'll exit through the Dinosaurs. Oh, they got a whole Blues Brothers exhibit here. Wow, and some Elvis. And then down here, this is the pizza area, so it's a pizza parlor at night. I don't think it opens until 11, though. It's very old school. I love all the Coca-Cola red colors and everything. Yeah, I'll bet the pizza here is fire. And there's the Dinosaur Park that we'll check out later. And the bus is right over there. All right, I changed it up because the Traveler didn't come with hash browns and I didn't want to be a tater hater. So I did get a side of biscuits and gravy to go with it. And Diana got eggs, bacon, and French toast. Yeah, good start to the day, I think. It's gonna get a little warmer as we travel today. Again, the high where we're aiming for is upper 90s. Not gonna hit triple digits today, but it is gonna be like 97, 98 degrees today where we're gonna end up. But it might be one of our last days in California on Route 66, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, today's our last day. Oh,
We're really close. If we go on the interstate, we're only like 2.5 hours from Arizona, but because we're gonna be taking back roads and detours of Route 66. I think it's going to be closer to like 4 hours. Oh, yeah. So they are starting to really, that's a great picture, to really fill up here for breakfast. We thought it was busy last night at dinner before they closed at 9. It is super busy. They're filling up the other room now. And we don't eat breakfast a whole lot on the road, so this is kind of a treat for us. We went ahead and got a little dessert. Guys, strawberry rhubarb pie. Rhubarb is in season here, and I love strawberry rhubarb pie, so we're gonna split this one. Yummy. What's up with your...
He already had a little piece of
Diana has these hilarious purses, and she's already gotten in trouble for putting the chicken on the table.
Yeah. They told me no animals allowed here.
Yeah, they did.
He's very quiet.
That looks so good. And they warmed it up, too. Is it good? So you'll get a little bit of strawberry and a little bit of rhubarb in each bite, basically?
Yeah. Definitely very fresh.
Yeah, very fresh pies. That's yummy. All right, next up, possibly the largest gift store we've seen on Route 66. Look, more Wizard of Oz stuff. More Dorothy and everybody, the whole gang. I'm going right to the magnets over here. Yes, they have them. I like the ones that actually say where you're at. Peggy Sue's Diner on sale. I'm just gonna hold that. Oh, there's that one too. Okay, no, I'll keep looking. Is this a magnet? Holy cow. Okay, I got a few to choose from here, actually. Look, this one even says 100th anniversary, but it doesn't say, yeah, I want one that says Peggy Sue's. So I like how they got a little bit of everything in here. They've got everything in here Mickey Mouse I've never even seen before. Look at the Sorcerer's Apprentice there with the dancing brooms, and I mean, that is super cool. Of course, they're gonna have Coca-Cola stuff because people collect this stuff like crazy still. They also have cold Route 66 cola. Diana? Diana? Is that our marlin?
Did you tell them about the marlin?
Oh, they know about the marlin. It's staying in the family.
Yeah, it is.
Diana's son is taking the marlin and this looks identical to the $23 Goodwill marlin that we got.
This looks chunkier though.
You think he's fat? Okay, he might be a little fatter, but it's the same design, same. That's weird that we just saw that here. Okay. Oh, they got the Kit Kat clocks here. I didn't know there was one in turquoise that matches the bus. That's the one where the eyes move. Yeah. $89 for those. They've got some Route 66 books that you can get here too. The one we have, the 100-year one that we got at Barnes & Noble, and some other travel stuff. What's this, a laminated map of Route 66? That's a really good idea. I don't think we're gonna have any problem finding it though. We have it on our smart app. There's some Willy Wonka stuff here, some Oompa Loompas, and you can get a Wonka bar. Oh, and I'm wearing my Route 66 anniversary shirt. Diana, will you show them the back of it? This is the one I got in Barstow at the museum, right? It does say 100 years on it somewhere, right? Yeah. And no cat fur on it this morning. Woo! But it will get cat fur eventually. Yeah. One day we will make it through a gift store without filling a bag of Route 66 souvenirs. But that day is not today. One more stop, the Dinosaur Park out back. The one that you can see from the interstate. And again, one of the unique things about Peggy Sue's, and I think has a lot to do with their success, is they're in a really good location where they get the best of both roads. Again, Route 66 right here is going to attract a bunch of people, but even the interstate going by right there, it's great advertising. They can just take the next exit and come right back over. They didn't get bypassed like so many other amazing Route 66 stops. They're having no problem staying in business here on their 100th year of Route 66. They haven't been here 100 years.
Do you know what year they opened?
50-something, 54, I think. 50. Yeah, they've been around for a while. Yeah, so behind the pizzeria pizza parlor, it says, "Welcome to Dinosaur Park." Ha ha. Don't touch the Diana, there's turtles. There's turtles in here. What? Look, there's turtles. There's a baby turtle standing on top of another turtle. That's probably his mama. His mama. Wow. Aw. There's a whole pile of turtles over there. And look, pink flamingos. More pink flamingos. That's great. So again, the interstate rolling by 80 miles an hour over there. They get to see the dinosaurs here. And, oh, they've got a King Kong also. I think that's a Dilophosaurus with the big long neck right there, right? I think so, yeah. Geez, guys, I almost stepped on you. I didn't even see you there. Enjoying some shade? Yeah, it's gonna be a hot one today, guys. You stay cool, okay? Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna bug you. You're good, you're good. It's good. It's like the epiphany of roadside attractions. Just screaming quirky. I love it. Another turtle. He can't decide if he wants to be in the water or out of the water. I guess he's there so he can poop, right? Probably. These turtles look so dry, don't they? Like they almost match the rocks around them. They're just chilling on the side right there, sunbathing. But isn't it too warm, guys? No? Okay. All right, I'll leave you alone. I don't want you to jump in the water if you don't want to. It's like they could do like some live music on the stage right there in front of their outdoor jukebox too. Neat spot. Neat, neat. All right, you ready to put everything away and get back on the road?
Yes.
We're gonna go off-road. The path less traveled on Route 66 today. All right, I think we're all ready. Diana's been going around checking all the cupboards and everything to get roadworthy. I gotta fire up the bus and let the air brakes get up and let the engine warm up before we head out. Dash cam's going. Fans, you guys had mentioned that these fans are too loud while driving. Sorry about that. We do need them sometimes, but what I'll try to do is when I'm vlogging, I'll turn them off real quick while we're vlogging and then turn them right back on, because that AC mini split doesn't get up here quite as well with this big huge windshield right here. So turn on high idle, and I'm gonna do one more walk around outside before we go, make sure everything's good. Everything looks good. I've got coffee in my Harley thermos here, so I think we're just about ready.
Sorry, honey, I forgot to make my drink.
The last day in California, Diana.
Our last day in California.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I'm gonna start crying again.
You're ready. You're very ready to leave, just like me.
Honestly, it's not leaving California that hurts me. It just
Oh, you're getting farther away
boys.
from family. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Goodbye, Peggy Sue's.
Yeah, that was a fun stop. If you guys are anywhere near this spot, do not miss Peggy Sue's 50s Diner. It is such a great experience. Just everything about it is a good experience.
And the people are really nice there.
Super nice. There we go. Route 66. Tires are on pavement. Bye, Peggy Sue's. There's going to be a lot of stops. Just pulling over, taking it easy. I think there's a train coming right now. Oh, there it is right there. But the whole point of stopping was to say how quiet Route 66 is, because, I mean, we are way away from the interstate and everything. So I can just pull the bus over almost anywhere. There's no problems. There's a 2-engine puller. Yeah! Awesome. We're here in Daggett, California. Welcome to Daggett. The reason I pulled over, they have fixed this place up across the street. And whoa, so actually they moved this sign, guys. This is Calico Ghost Town, which I've been to. It says 6 miles, which is not correct because this sign right now is not where this sign used to be. Calico Ghost Town is a fun little detour off Route 66. I did film it on my channel once with Jax in the stroller, in the buggy. But this might be a museum that is helping to preserve some old signage. Yeah, so this is the official California Welcome Information Bureau Daggett Free information, restrooms, ice and water. It's got that old German look to it, and it is a historic site here on Route 66. Look, they've even got the Celebrating 100 Years edition there. I'm just not sure when their hours are or if they really are open to the public here in 2026. Nothing posted, but we can't go inside. They are obviously working on the building to keep it standing. There's a swamp cooler right there. That's pretty cool. And then right next door, I love to see this. They have this completely fenced off with good fence, you know, to keep people out so that this building can stay standing. This is the Mugwumps service station here. Looks like it might be used for storage inside. I see a Harley right there in the corner and an old Route 66 shield in the back there. It's great to see this one still standing, unlike across the street. Well, this one has not weathered very well. The only thing that even gives it away that it was a service station, gas station, is the Chevron-looking Food Mart acrylic signs. Oh wait, there's a hole. I'm really terrified to peek in here because I know a lot of animals have been in here. Ugh. Wow. Not much left of this one. Not much at all. It is standing, but for how long? And then the other giveaway that it was a gas station, service station, is this facade up here is currently still intact. There's some old pumps over here. Kind of. I mean, what's left of a gas pump, people have gone through and taken pieces as souvenirs or artwork or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna get back on the road and head over to Baghdad Cafe next. So where we're at right now, going east, we're actually sandwiched between two major highways. We've got Interstate 40 to our right. I mean, you can literally just see it right there. And then you got I-15 that's gonna slowly start to curve from going east. It's gonna start going north towards Vegas over there. And the speed limit here on this alignment of Route 66 is 40 miles an hour. So it's a perfect cruising speed, but you can imagine the difference between going 80 and 40 means that everything is going to take twice as long just to drive. Plus the stops. I mean, if Diana yells at me, I want to go look at that, I want to get a picture of that, you know, I'm just going to pull over on the side, which is something you can't do on the interstate. Plus, you're not going to see anything cool on the interstates anyway. So, if you haven't noticed already, we are in no rush on this trip. After tonight, we have no reservations planned for anything, so we're just kind of winging it and flying by the seat of our pants. We got a few friends in the area that we wanted to stop and say hi to, at least. Right off to the left on the road, you can see the Route 66 shield on the opposite side right there. Yep, we didn't get one on this side for some reason. But yeah, we haven't seen a car for like 10 minutes. So we are, we are cruising it. So we've been getting closer and closer to I-40, but we're not getting off Route 66. Actually, it's going to, I guess, tunnel us underneath the interstate, and now we're going to travel alongside the other side of the interstate. There's a Chevron gas station right here, $7.29 for diesel. So, goodbye again, I-40, stupid bypass highway that skips all the good stuff. And then we're going to follow on the other side. So there's still a lot of Route 66 that you can travel. But there's going to be times where we're going to have to get back on the interstate. Here's another shield on the road that says 66. Just to remind, I love those little reminders. Yeah, and now we are south of I-40 on Route 66. It's just a totally different road. And I'll bet everybody on the interstate loves it because I'm so slow anyway. I think we're in Newberry Springs, yes. We are going to be making a left-hand turn up here. Hopefully they have bus parking. This is the famous Baghdad Cafe and Motel. And yes, they have ample parking here for your NautiBus. Ah, yeah, it's open. I see people coming in and out. I've never been inside, guys. This has never been open for me before. But this is exciting. We're gonna be here a little while. So it's starting to get windy here in Newberry Springs, which is great because it's warm and the wind feels really nice. Diana's gonna go check out those Airstreams. I wanna go back and look at this vintage motel sign behind us. Oh, it is so nostalgic, guys. I wish it would work. I mean, for no other reason other than just, the people that are enjoying Route 66 at night. Or look, again, there's I-40 right there. If we just lit it up right here just to say ha ha to you guys, they're still fixing these up all over Route 66. But this one says Henning. I don't know what Henning means. And free TV. Free TV after you get your motel room. I just love it. That is so cool. You can also kind of see where the motel itself once stood right here. Let me get closer. So you can see the concrete slab. There's almost nothing left except one little piece of brick wall right here. Somebody wrote, historic remains of the Hennings filled in the world-famous movie 1987 Baghdad Cafe. It was torn down in 2015 by owner, except for the motel sign that remains today. Right there. That's a movie I haven't seen. I know it's a very popular German cult classic film. I've heard it's kind of dorky and cringy, but here at the Baghdad Cafe, they get a lot of visitors from Germany stopping by to see this place in person. They've got two painted, decorated Airstreams out back here with some great Route 66 artwork, actually. California Dreamin' with a Volkswagen bus on the route. And this one doesn't even have a door. And I do love the artwork. They've even got the train going through. And the succulents, because that's about all that'll grow here, right? I can't wait to see. I saw people going in and out of this place, so I do believe that the Baghdad Cafe is now open. And there's the classic sign, Baghdad Cafe. There's an orange kitty that looks like Chunks. Oh, and he caught a mouse. Good job. Did you catch that mouse? That's a good boy. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. He did. Oh, now he's playing with it. Okay, good. I wouldn't play with it, though. Actually, Mama says you're a good boy. So you keep up the good work, okay? You don't let any mice in the Baghdad Cafe. Good boy. Wow. Open. Thank you for supporting small business. People have signed their name on the door and put some stickers. Lots and lots of stickers, in fact. Look at all the $1 bills on the wall that have been signed and dated by different people. Oh my gosh, this place. This is amazing. I'm not sure if they sell food or not, but they do have t-shirts. They even have Route 66 socks. Yeah. Some other one. Oh, I really like that one. It just says Baghdad Cafe, Newberry Springs. That's a really cool one there. Actually, this is the one I'm gonna get. Road Trip 2026, it's dated, and it shows 100 years of Route 66 and the Baghdad Cafe. That's a cool magnet. Oh, they do live music in here. Look, they do live music. That's cool. This is what I was talking about at some of those other places, like Elmer's Bottle Tree Ranch, Like just to sell some magnets that say Route 66. They don't have to be anything special, and some stickers. It's just some way to come in and support some of these places and say you care and you appreciate it, And they've got hats galore, t-shirt, bags that say Baghdad Cafe. This is actually pretty impressive. They got onesies for the kiddos. All right, well, that was a really nice stop. He even had us pull in front of the sign here and took some pictures and printed them out. Even stamped the back, etched it in time for us so we can take those pictures with us or digitize them and put them somewhere. Trying to get parallel to this so I can see there's nobody coming, so we can go for it. Get back on Route 66. So the Route 66 highway is one of the few places that's like cross country where you can just stop and walk down the middle of the road. I love that about it. There's so many shields painted in the road too. Unfortunately, there are also so many abandoned places on Route 66. I mean, it's pretty clear that this was a service station of some sort. I love the design, how it goes from big to small in the front, and then you probably have 2 pumps right there where Diana's at to get fuel, and then the service station would have, you know, a garage door where you could pull in and get your diagnostics and stuff. The windows have all been busted out in here. I'm gonna watch for glass as I step through here. Look, there's an old lift. That may have been for oil changes. Yeah, I believe that was how they could do the oil, and then it goes to a basement. Wow, you can really see the basement down there. Look, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Eric, that's water. It's water, Eric. There's no bottom floor. That's literally water. Eric, why don't you take another gummy, Eric? It's still early in the day. It's still early in the day. This had to have been the office, or maybe the waiting room. Yeah, that's a waiting room. This was probably the back office. What about this building here? Actually can still make out some words from what this was. Generators, regulators, water pumps, and fuel pumps. And then 3 old letters, G-A-R. Garage, perhaps? Garage? Definitely 24-hour towing. 24-hour towing in here. Let's see what we got now. See, all the brick's doing good. The brick does great. The ceiling, not so much. And this was definitely a counter space where people worked back here and the customers were here. People love to decorate things with their artwork, as you know. And then this one, well, this is just a house. This isn't a commercial building at all. It may have been where someone lived who worked at the service station so they could keep an eye on, you know, thieves and nefarious activities. But this was an actual bedroom. Still has a roof, still has a ceiling. That's amazing, actually. I mean, this is California. Slap a coat of paint on that, and they'll probably sell it for $800,000, right, Diana? I don't get it. I don't get the allure of California, but people will pay ridiculous prices for housing here. Yeah, Route 66 is coming to a little bit of a new issue here. We're right next to the crater, which I wanted to turn in here, but straight ahead, they're kind of making us turn, it looks like. Something's going on.
No, you can go in here, look.
Oh, I see. I see, so they're making you go around a section that they're fixing up here. Because we do need to go that way today to get to Roy's. So they're doing some road work, but it is passable. We're gonna take a little detour in here today. And as you can see from this sign, we're going to go to the Amboy Crater National Natural Landmark, BLM. I haven't checked the temperature to see how warm it is yet, but once we get parked, and you can probably see it in front of us. Yeah, this camera shows you. That's the Amboy Crater. It's a volcano, but it's not an active volcano anymore. It blew, and so you'll see lava rocks all throughout here, which hopefully we'll get to see in person once we get closer. But it's a dormant volcano, so there's no chance of eruption while we're here. Well, we're gonna walk to the vista point here, the crater. There's a sign back there that says that the hike to the crater, you need to allow 3 hours for. A 3-hour hike. So for me, and this, probably 5 hours. It's gonna be 97 for a high. It's 92 right now. We're still pretty up close and personal with lava rock. I guess it's right here. And there's the crater volcano right there. Yeah, they gave us a nice little shaded area. Look, we can even read up on it. Now, I'm not sure exactly where that 3-hour trail is, but I assume that it kind of zigzags through here, and then you can climb up on top and get a better view from hiking. We're just going a little bit farther east today. about 2 more miles after we figure out this detour situation up at the entrance. We'll get parked our last spot, put some ice on it again.
Yeah. Guess that walk wasn't a good idea. Take it slow. Take it slow.
I just wish they'd made the roadway look a little wider. I guess there aren't too many RVs really coming through here, right?
I would think most RVs were the ones coming through here.
Well, that's true.
It's a travel road.
This is the 100-year. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess they're doing some repairs to the original route there. Okay. How freaking awesome is this, guys? Roy's Cafe. They have actually fixed the sign here. I'm heading straight for that sign, actually. A lot of motorcycles. A lot of gray 2026 street glides. We found out those are the ones that they actually rent to people coming overseas. If you see a gray 2026 street glide this year on Route 66, they're renting those ones out. I'm gonna park in front of the Roy sign so I can get a good fun pic with the NautiBus.
The rooms are open.
They are. We can go peek in the cabins and see how they're coming along. All right, we're parked across the street from Roy's right now. I did park right in front of the sign, and I got several awesome, good, juicy pictures of the beautiful Roy's Motel Cafe sign, and it's gonna be lit up tonight, so it's gonna look even better tonight. We are parked across the street because guess what? In 2026, Roy's Cafe on Route 66 is a harvest host, guys. We have approved parking here. We are good to go for the night. That's great. That's a great idea, really. We got a Route 66 shield on both sides of the highway. We will walk over to the sign and the rooms here in just a bit. But first we're gonna go get checked in officially inside and look at their souvenirs. Oh, so we couldn't get our sticker, our puzzle piece in Santa Monica. We need to get it here for our passports, our last chance, because our last stop in California, really. In the window here, they've got a Route 66 shield presented by California Historic Route 66 Association, and they have a lot to do with why that sign right there looks as good as it does here in 2026. And it works, guys. They're gonna flip that switch tonight and it's gonna be lit out here. Here we are on the inside of the cafe, which is now a gift store with lots of goodies to get, and postcards, t-shirts. They have a penny press that wasn't on my, I'll have to go grab one. This one actually was not on my app either. So I may have to add this one to the app. They have 4 available penny presses here, too. Okay, we're back in the bus temporarily because we need to go in and get the pressed pennies. We saw that it does work. Somebody was getting some. So Diana's saving the really shiny pennies and the quarters so we can get those. But it was an absolute score in there, guys. Look at this. Got the black cherry, the grape soda, a new one, and they had a cold lime soda. So those are gonna go in the fridge. We also got our $10 puzzle piece for California to officially go in our Gold Centennial Passport book. We gotta go to the end because they think California is the end. So there's California, and right there is where we put our $10 puzzle piece. So you collect these and you help support Route 66 by buying the puzzle pieces that complete the book. Diana, will you do the honors?
Yes. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, we completed it.
Yay!
Awesome. So California's in the books as we go backwards in our little book here. And we will have an Arizona piece to collect next. First, let's go get some pressed pennies, and then we're also going to check out the motel and everything over there and go for a little walk while it's 97 degrees out there. It's nice in here, guys. This is so much fun to have solar air conditioning all the time, and it is nice and chilly in here. That wind feels really nice, actually. It's just hot wind, but I'm gonna try the lime soda with pure cane sugar. Oh yeah, that really hits the spot. We were gonna go over, but they just pulled up a freaking tour bus. A bunch of people climbing out, standing in the middle of the road taking pictures, and there's a lot of people. So we're gonna wait a little bit on heading over to Roy's. I'm gonna cool down inside the bus, I think. I actually do need to stop by the Amboy, California post office here to drop something off. There is a brand new plaque here. Well, actually, I don't think the shield is new. I think the shield has been repurposed there. And then this is a brand new 100th anniversary plaque here. And again, if you guys want to read that, you can pause the video right there and read up on that. Oh, good. The tour bus is leaving. We can go over there and check out everything behind Roy's sign. So this is the post office. They are not open today, but that's okay. I just need an outgoing mail slot right there. Right below 12, they have outgoing mail. I'm actually mailing a postcard to a friend in Illinois. Sean at Modified Auto. Look at that. This is a metal postcard. It's actually metal. So I'm sending it to Modified Auto there in East Alton. Greetings from 6,600 years, Nomadic Fanatic, June 26th. We'll stick that in there and send it to you, bud. I hope it gets there before this video. Let me go grab Diana and we'll go check out what else is on the other side here. All right, I did go back in and I got 3 of the 4 pressed pennies because they actually had one that I already have. So I got the Roy's, the Amboy, and then the landscape version of Route 66 and Roy's there for this massive collection that continues to grow. Look, we got a whole page filled here. And then we're working on the second page. There's my dud from Barstow. So I'll open up these flaps and add these 3 in there. Looking good in there. Looking good. So let's go check it out. This is the old motel check-in room that the owners of the property have conserved. How do I say this? I believe that it's like preserved like it was last open. So let me shade this so you guys can see inside. So it should look kind of 70s. Yeah, it's got a 70s vibe in there. So this is what it looked like the last time that it operated here, okay? And then these, believe me, these looked a lot worse over the years. They are actually supposedly getting ready to reopen the cabins, the rooms, whatever you call them. And there was a lot of infrastructure that needed to be done as far as updating the septic and the water and the plumbing to make these livable, and permits and all that stuff. So they're working from the ground floor first to make them so that they can actually be worked on. Right now, they're just being preserved. A little map right there. Who's that creeper right there? So yeah, you can see the bathrooms need to be completely redone. I don't know what gave me that hint, but yeah, so they're still working in here. Lots of work to probably be done. This would be the best room of all. You come out and you can see the Roy's sign while a train's going by. Now tonight, after they light that, they don't keep it on all night. So if you think you're gonna come out here at midnight and get a cool shot, when the cafe closes, the gas station there, at 9 p.m. tonight, they flip that sign off. So it's only gonna be on for maybe 45 minutes here this time of year. Behind these cabins, don't know what they're gonna be doing with the Amboy Motel back here. I don't think anything is gonna be reopened there. So you can see motel rooms that every window has been busted out and there's plywood on all the windows. Yeah, I don't believe that those have any plans of reopening the Amboy Motel. I think this is one more Route 66 sign. Oh yeah, one of the original roadside attraction signs. It's been out in the weather for a very long time here in the desert. Tomorrow it's actually gonna be 107 degrees. Today we're not quite hitting 100, but all of next week is gonna be damn near 110 degrees out here, and it's not gonna get any better as we cross the state line into Arizona. We're still gonna see those 110 degree temps in my very next video. But founded in 1858, the town of Amboy provided a vital rest stop for weary, sun-drenched travelers seeking a better life in California. Good luck with that. Now across Route 66 from Roy's is something else, a car, maybe a shoe tree, and then a lovelock fence. It's just 2 pieces of chain link and then a bunch of love locks. Aaron and Shem. I wonder if they're still together. What do you think, Diana? J and M. Diana thinks they're still together. Okay. Is that an Austin Healey? Not sure. I'd have to see the back. Nicely painted, though. Nicely kept together. No, it might be a Midget. I'm not sure what that car is, actually. But there you go. The shoe tree across the street. That is a lot of shoes. Actually, there's even some pants and a water bottle. There's a Santa Claus right there. Some Mardi Gras beads. Honey, you're from California. You need to tell us, what is the point of all the art installations that you guys do?
Actually, my understanding since I was young, I was told that whenever there was shoes hung on the wires on that street meant that you were selling drugs.
Yep, I remember that.
But this is something different.
Oh yeah, this just means this. Maybe this is where the hippies get free shoes. So if you're done with your used shoes, you put them here, and the lonely, what do you call the people that hop on trains? The bums, the
train hoppers.
Yeah, the train hoppers. Maybe they can come by and they can say, oh, here's a left foot brown and here's a right foot white in my size and
Makes a match.
Yeah, maybe they're.
You.
You never know. Yeah.
That's a good concept, honey. You're right, because this is a train place.
It sure is.
So should we donate our old shoes so people can? I don't think that happens anymore.
I don't like
here.
donating my shoes.
You don't like donating?
I don't like getting rid of my shoes at all.
He wears remember I told you
I
guys,
wear
he wears
them
everything
out.
that keeps it till it has holes.
And then you still gotta get like pushed.
Stuff hidden without him knowing, because he
true.
doesn't throw away his hose.
Is that what happened to my socks?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
My lucky socks?
They're not lucky.
They had air conditioning in them.
They're all the same, and they had hose.
Woman, there's a sign here. So this is right next to where people keep standing in the road to take their pictures. There's a sign that says, actually, it's kind of confusing. It looks like it says no motorcycles allowed and no couples. But you're allowed to be single and take a picture, but only on the side where there aren't cars. It's definitely a very confusing sign. I think what they meant to say is don't be in the road when there's cars coming, but the no motorcycles thing, that one definitely confuses me. So, but it's there. There's another Class A right there pulling a Jeep. They're even longer than we are. So there's at least 2 harvest hosts here right now. Gonna go enjoy some air conditioning, cool off, and probably make some dinner. We got that hamburger meat. We could,
Spaghetti?
Yes. Let's make spaghetti with the Trader Joe's sauce.
Yeah.
We did stock up at Trader Joe's and got my teriyaki chicken and orange chicken and the spaghetti sauce that we like and everything. So, yeah. Okay. I need an AC break. Here we go, guys. Just a couple more minutes before they close up shop. Actually, the owners are outside, so they're going to be turning this off. It's so iconic, guys. Like, it's so ridiculously cool. I'm actually thinking about moving the bus over here after they close because, well, we're allowed to be here. I don't know about other people, but they did a wonderful job on this. Just magnificent. Let's do a full walk around here at 8:55 p.m. All of the neon is working. I was a little concerned about the yellow in the word motel, but no, it works on both sides as it's supposed to. For some reason, it's a little brighter in certain areas of the yellow, but I don't think that's a defect. I think that's just how it was designed. And there's just maybe a little more power in the E line right there. As you guys notice, it's not flickering at all. It is a true neon sign. And it's gorgeous. Just so gorgeous. So what do I think of California? I think it's a good place to start on Route 66, but I think there is a lot more to come, a lot better stuff coming. But one of the great things about doing this type of a trip in a big bus, an RV, whatever, is that once it's dark, you can just kind of park wherever you want to park. You know what I mean? Like, you can literally just park wherever, and then in the morning, wake up and go. Dan and I had to get one last selfie out here by the sign before we head in for the night. Where is it? Oh, right there. Couldn't see it. It's behind my head. I'm gonna get run over here. But yeah, guys, it's been great. I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. I'm gonna do some editing tonight with the ambient sounds of the train behind us, and then we'll get into Arizona in our next video. We'll see you guys there hopefully in 3 days.
Goodbye, California.
Bye, guys. Bye, California.